Lesson 9, if.
Okay, great. We've done quite well. So far, we have virtually all the tools we need to write useful programs. In this lesson, we're going to introduce the if statement. But firstly, a little about the graphic files. In the last lesson, we used two JPEG files. One of the files was 640 by 480 pixels, and the other, the B, well, it was much smaller. Here, we're going to change to using another file type, the PNG file. With PNG files, we are able to show transparent areas. With JPEG files, we're not able to do this.
So let's load the last program that we made and change the b1.jpg to b1.png. Now let's run the program and look at the difference. You can see that looks a lot better. Back to the program, and we're going to introduce the if command. So let's go to just after the x value equals x value plus 5 line and add a new line that says if x value is greater than 640, then x value is equal to 0. Let's run it and see how that works. Well, this is pretty cool. The if statement seems to be if something, then do something. Well, that seems easy. Let's add some more ifs. But firstly, let's add another two variables. Just after where we added our first x value variable, add y value equals 0 and direction equals 0. Then let's change the drawPick1 instruction y parameter to y value. And let's add another if instruction just after the first one. If key hit, key up, then y value equals y value minus 5. Okay, let's copy and paste that and then change it to key down and plus 5. Okay, let's run it again. Great. Now we see that if we hit and release the up or down key, the B moves up or down. Let's go back to our program and now let's change the key hit to key down. Make the two changes and let's run again. Wow, yes, we seem to have some control happening, but it does go off the top of the screen and the bottom. We could stop it going off the screen by adding a line that says if y value is less than 0, then y value is 0. And I guess we could also limit the bottom by saying that if the y value is greater than 400, then y value is 400. Okay, so let's try that. Okay. Well, I guess that we could also do the same for the x value, and then we would have control over where it is on the screen. But let's try something else instead. Let's try getting it to bounce back. At the moment, we have it traveling from left to right across the screen. And it's going off the edge and then coming back again on from the left. We did this by saying if x value is greater than 640, then x value equals 0. We have a line that says each time we run through the loop that the x value is equal to x value plus 5. What we would like to do is to add 5 to get it to go in the one direction and deduct 5 to get it to go in the other direction. So we made a variable called direction and we gave it the value of 0. Let's use that variable to change the direction of the b. In our first if instruction, let's change that to read, if x value is greater than 640, then direction equals 1. And let's add another line that says, if x value is less than 0, then direction equals 0. And finally, move up to where we add 5 to x value and change that instruction to an if instruction. If direction equals 0, then x value equals x value plus 5. Else, x value equals x value minus 5. Okay, so that if statement can also, if something, then do something, else do something other. Wow. Okay, let's look and see how it works. Well, it's looking interesting. It seems that it will still go too far off the screen on the right, but the rest looks good. We have a proper little program. Let's change the line that changes direction to limit it to 540 as opposed to 640 and see how that is. Well, that's it. Great place to stop for now. Our instructions are not the most efficient way of doing things, but it works fine and we can understand what is going on. You may find that the screen flickers a little bit, but we will deal with that in a later lesson. In our next lesson, we will make our program easier to read by creating our own function. For now, let's add some comments and then save the program, and if you want, make changes and play around with what we have.